Alright guys, how you guys doing today? This is Ryan. I wanted to give you some more post-Brexit analysis and see today the market did rally a little bit. Want to see if this is something that's weak or something that has legs and a rally that can continue the rest of the week. So I'm going to go in there and start analyzing the market, start looking at some of the big names, and look for some trading opportunities and see if things have brightened up a little bit post-Brexit. So I'm going to get right to, you know what, let's just start with the pound. All right, so here we are, here's the current price of the pound right there. You'll see these lines on my chart. This, I was looking at an area of consolidation created in 1985. So pretty old level, but you'll see it actually touched and worked right there. That does mean it's tested. I don't take any tested zones. I also don't trade off of monthly charts. You'll see how it's getting kind of close there. Will a monthly chart hold on a second test, or excuse me, a retest? It could and it should, but I'm not willing to put too much faith behind it. Let's make it down to a weekly chart. I did the same analysis on a weekly and found something kind of in the middle of that. It's kind of coming down in there into something. Nothing to write home about, nothing I'm excited about. I mean, I don't see anything to be bullish about on the pound. I can't find anywhere to go long from. That being said, if we do get a rally in the pound, I don't have a whole lot to short on. Look at a 240. I mean, this is basically Brexit last week, right? Right in there. So there could be a short. There's nothing clear on this big swing down. So let's go in. Let's look in here and let's drop the time frame down a couple. Let's do a 180. So a 3-hour chart, nothing. Let's do a 120 minute, so a 2-hour level. Still nothing. Go down to a 60. Aha. Alright. Alright, so I got nothing to go long from. Oh, actually, I mean, the origin of this gap from Sunday, we could look to see if there's a short in there. This is more of a take-a-shot level, not the one I'm kind of conveying. You'll notice how price consolidates then drops, but that's the overnight gap on Sunday, or excuse me, the weekend gap. Let me go higher and look at this. This is a little bit more interest to me. I'm going to pick out the whole thing here. Yeah. I wouldn't trade according to this whole thing, but I would definitely like to be in this middle here. Let's identify that whole area. So that's a nice short if we do get a rally in the pound, kind of telling me that short of it being news-driven, if it's all just technical and we get a snapback, this will slow it down somewhat up at 1.45 right there on the pound. Yeah, so I don't see any reason to be bullish the pound, but if you guys read my email, you'll notice I called it a earth-shaking event, something this big, like Britain exiting the euro, exiting the European Union. So any kind of good news that comes out, like if they're going to do a parliamentary referendum, if they're going to do another referendum, any kind of good news, the market's looking for it. So we could get a false rally and see the market kind of spike like that high. But to me, I actually think this tiny bit of good news today is actually just weak. I don't call it false because any kind of news that comes out is going to make the market rally. So let me go on to these. Not like I said, this is the only opportunity on the pound for a possible short. Let me go look at the euro. Let's go. I'll get to gold, but let's stick to the currencies. And where is the? All right, let's change it over here. EURUSD. Coming into a little monthly level right in here. I'm not thrilled with it. I got to tell you, the way this spike came back down and touched, and kind of low into this area here. So I'm not thrilled with that. Let me go. I think I went and found something on a weekly chart. So here's current price at $1.10. There's a fairly nice weekly level right there. So you'll see that little spike there, these 3 green candles, how it left this area. That's something we're going to look to happen if it, let's see, how close is it? And distance. Now, it's still got a fair distance. I mean, the euro, it really needs another set of bad news for the euro to drop that much into this dollar, $1.44 area, 0.44. That's a big move. This is a weekly chart, don't forget. I'm not looking at 5 and 15-minute charts or anything like that. On the daily, let's see if something's in here. I don't think we have anything tradable. Nah. Okay, let me just go on. Nothing tradable off the daily chart. Let me go and look and see if I can find some kind of opportunity to get into a trade on the euro. Wow, absolutely nothing. But you'll see this. See the big move that was Brexit? It's going to look just like the pound. See right in the center? I knocked it back down to a 180. There was nothing. Okay, still nothing on that big swing. The 2 hour, nothing on this. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I mean, they're identical looking levels except for the gap. There's no gap on this one. Sorry. Come on, what's going on here? All right, so this little area. Oh, this gap down and already touched. Today you'll see right in here. Look at that. This was a nice little short for today. I didn't take it. No, it had nothing to do with this. So, okay. So if we get some more, again, some kind of good news, this looks slightly different than the pound. You'll notice that smaller candle was on top on the pound. So this is a tradable little area here. See how that consolidates? I'm going to go down. I don't normally go down a ton of time frames. Go to 30 and just see if it makes it look a little clearer. No, it doesn't change it much. Okay, so right in here, possible short. So we're still a ways away from anything tradable on the euro and the pound. I could probably make this into something. We're getting less. This is more of a short-term trade right in here. I see some little levels. We can look for price to bounce, but these are short-term trades. Risk $1, make $2, get out. Not big swings that you're going to make a ton of money on. So be warned. All right, now here's gold. My analysis stays the same on gold. Here's the spike on Brexit. Here's today that red candle came down a little bit. Obviously, the market was up, and currencies were a little bit stronger today. I'll go and look at the S&P, and we'll see that was a little bit stronger looking. If gold starts to come off a little bit, there's nothing in here. This would be the next area where I expect to bounce. And we still don't have anything up ahead to really slow gold down on a technical side for quite a bit, very much a lot higher. So let me go over to 240. All right. Let's see here. All right. I mean, this is a very, very small level for a 240. I could do something like this and just... So I have a feeling that's within that swing off the daily. Yeah, it is. Okay, so little opportunity there. This one too on the 120. This is completely news driven, so I wouldn't be taking this trade off the 120 anyway. All right, let me go to, I did have something for a little short-term trade. A little pocket in here. Nice zone. Ooh, just missed. Okay, came pretty close. Pretty close. I don't think I'd be taking that short. There's a long in here that I'm actually pretty much looking forward to. Right in there. Nice move up. Consolidate. See those two candles consolidate, and then a big spike with those long wicks created on it too. So we're still a little bit away. Again, nothing actionable just yet. So this could go either way. This is either a weak rally or the sell-off's going to continue and gold will bounce and the market will come down, but we'll see. There's that level on the S&P that we were looking at the other day. Near miss there. See that touch on Friday where market came up a little bit? Sunday night into, I think, late Monday morning, this spike through here, then snap back up. That happens. It just kind of ran the stops on the other side. The Dow looks a little different, but I'm going to stick to the S&P. I'm going to go down on a time frame, see if, again, this didn't snap back the way you would think after something like this, after a broad sell-off like that. This really should have had clear sailing, to be honest with you, to get back up into the 2100, just under 2100. But so I have a feeling this might be a weaker rally, but who knows what's going to happen on, again, any modicum of good news. There's going to be some movement in the market. The market's waiting for something. All right, I'm not going to go lower than an hourly chart here. Okay, so we have this giant gap to fill. So the market, this may have still some juice left in it until this gap fills. So this rally could continue a little bit longer. There are some little levels along here, but nothing I'm excited about. Okay. Oh. Some little guys in here, nothing to write home about. So that's the S&P. We looked at gold. There's a little short-term trade on gold also. What else was I looking at? This was a stock for a student. Let's see, gold. Some setups on Google. Let me go to Apple. Yeah, I mean, we're not too far away from this lower level down here. I mean, it's under $10 away. The market really needs to rally if this is going to get back into the $100 territory. I think more than likely we'll finally get down on this 8. I've been talking about this level down here at 84 to 81 since the new year. And we get close and then something happens, it just kind of stays above. That's fine. We're traders, right? We manage risk and we look for opportunities, but not much on the short side on Apple either, so, well, go over here. There's a trade that touched and worked out, and then I was out before Brexit. No, I'm not going to try and make that work. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Let's take these lines off. Yeah, we got some gaps to fill in here. So this could have some more room to go, this rally. It could be a little weaker, and it could turn either way on any type of news. But really cool trade on Tesla. We were doing boot camp on, we had a Sunday, Monday boot camp, and I used this as one of my examples here because this was right on top of it on Friday when we closed, and then clipped it yesterday. Bam. I think I have a clip of this. Hold on. Okay. If you look on 195, which I have over here, bam, right there, touch. Bam. And here's the before screenshot. See how it was right on top, right in there on Friday at the close, see 623? And then it touched Monday morning, just touched it. Yeah, give it a little bit of heat, and then just now it's up $12 from there. And they had it on a daily chart too. So this also, I mean, all these charts are starting to look the same, right? Apple's going to look like Google, and gold and the euro and the pound are going to look the same. So like I said, basically, if I want to get anything, I do think this rally is kind of on the weaker side. I think if it was a real relief rally, it really would have spiked a little bit more, and we would have got back up to 2,100 on the S&P. Let's see what tomorrow has to bring. These gaps want to fill. So let's see if we get a gap fill on Apple and Tesla and the SPY. And that will tell the tale. For now, just be careful. Literally any news that come out is going to move the market quite a bit. I looked at gold. I looked at the euro. I looked at the pound for you guys. I looked at Apple, big names. I looked at the S&P. Yeah, there's still that gap has to fill in the S. You know what? Let's look at oil real quick. That's one I didn't look at. Sorry, all these lines are on here. I trade oil quite a bit, so this has probably gone through God only knows how many iterations. And then I'm going to try and get these videos down to less than 10 minutes and really want to get them down to 5, but there's so much going on in the market right now. I feel remiss in not giving you guys as much info as I can. Wow, look at this last week. Look how this traded sideways for so long, and then that spiked down. So we're getting into that now. That's a fairly big zone, so this isn't tradable. Not for my account size anyway. But this is a good little short. Let me go over to 240. Hold on. I'm really sorry I didn't have all this cleaned up. Give me a second here. Alright, so that's an average of a gap down. Okay. On the daily, there's still something here to go long from maybe. Okay. Alright, so this little pop in oil, if oil gets back into this 50 territory, I don't think it's going to stay there for too long. Let me change this to 240. Yeah, nothing. The Brexit's it's going to take a while to stabilize, so I think it's going to be hard to get any kind of really good actionable trading opportunities. I'm basically going market to market. I found something really good in Shutterfly today, Tesla. I have this short coming up. I just want to check on one thing on what time this was created. This was created in the afternoon. 2200, so 462. Oh, that's on the Brexit thing. Okay. It's about 10 p.m. So a little. Let's see what was behind this. All right, so this is a short that's really, really close. When price enters here, I'm going to look to enter short. Short right in here. About a $600 zone here. I'm going to look to get in here and put a stop on the other side, and we'll see if this can run down. You know, I mean, if this trade works out overnight, that'll be pretty indicative of how the market's going to behave tomorrow. But again, as traders, our job's to react, not to predict. I just wanted to give you guys some analysis, some post-Brexit. The bloodletting continued yesterday, but it fell right into some nice little areas where we could get long from. Not on the currencies, but on some stocks. There's a little gold setup I showed you guys that I'm waiting on. This short on oil, and the Tesla trade is still playing out. Possible if Apple keeps falling, but I don't really have anything on that. But this Tesla trade, I'm hoping really gets into this 215 area, and I'm got a wait and see approach. But let's see if this rally has legs and if we've stabilized or not. Guys, go to the website precisiontradinglabs.com, right? And you can download a free PDF on. It's actually called What Moves Price. It's got some really good quality information on that. And as always, if you have any questions, just reply. Number one, you can just hit reply to the email that you're getting this video in, or you can email me at ptl@precisiontradinglabs.com on any market commentary or market questions, and I'll be happy to answer that. And it actually is answered by either me or Mitch, so you're not getting garbage answers from some kind of virtual assistant or anything like that, so don't worry about it. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. It is 7:08 p.m. Safe trading. Take care.